Hi there, it's Lynnette Khalfani-Cox, the Money Coach. I'm the co-founder of AskTheMoneyCoach.com and Money Coach University. I want to share a quick message with those of you who are parents like me. I happen to have 3 children, and the topic of today's video lesson is about paying your kids an allowance. My question to you is, do you do it or do you not pay your kids an allowance, and why? I know this is kind of a touchy subject, and frankly, it's pretty controversial. You know, some experts say you should not give a kids an allowance for particularly the topic I'm talking about, grades. In other words, are you paying them to get good grades in school? I'm not talking about an allowance for chores around the house or other stuff. I mean, do you pay your kids money to try to get them to perform at their best academically and get good grades? Believe it or not, I do. Now, again, as I mentioned, I know this is kind of a controversial topic. That's why I've written about it on my site on AskTheMoneyCoach.com, and I've explained in an article the 5 reasons that I pay my kids for good grades. I want you to check that article out and see if you agree or disagree with me, and let me know what you think. I'll share with you, though, right now, just 2 of the reasons that I do pay my kids money to get good grades. First of all, I really do believe that it incentivizes them. Frankly, it worked for me when I was younger. I remember getting good grades in school and having my parents, on occasion, when they could afford it, to give us money, especially when we got A's. Ditto for my Uncle Otis, who would give us money, and we always knew to look forward to that. If we would show our uncle a report card with A's on it, we got money. I do the same thing with my kids, though, not only because it kind of worked for me, but also because in other aspects of life, I see that fiscal rewards do incentivize people. Think about it right now, and you on your job. I don't know if you get a bonus, commissions, a year-end extra boost in your pay from your employer. But I know that a lot of us who are W-2 workers, employees, or entrepreneurs like I am, when you know you're going to get some extra money from a client or from an employer for a particularly great job, a job well done, doesn't that give you a little extra motivation to perform at your peak level? Well, again, human nature being what it is, I know that financial rewards incentivize people in the workplace, and I tell my children that their job is simply to be a good student. That's their official kind of full-time job. Now, of course, I want them to be good people above and beyond anything else, but when it comes to the day in and day out time that they're spending, they're not going off earning a paycheck, but they are spending 7 or 8 hours a day at school, coming home and studying, and I want them to be motivated to do their very best. So that's one reason. The second reason that I pay my kids for good grades is that I actually believe, and I know this to be true, that it's going to save me and my husband Earl money in the long run. How is that possible? Well, my kids are all either in college or college bound, and I want them to know that academic performance matters. As a matter of fact, it's the number one thing that colleges look at when it comes time to admitting students and rewarding them with merit-based scholarships. So this is the reason why when my oldest daughter went off to college, she received a boatload of free money for college, a lot of scholarship money, that is, because she was academically a very high performer in school. Did I incentivize her? You bet I did. Ditto for my son, who is going off to college in just over a year, and our youngest daughter, who will be going to college 7 years from now, but we incentivize her as well. The 2 older ones are the main ones, though, that we've started this program with. And as a matter of fact, as I explain in this article on AskTheMoneyCoach.com called 5 Reasons That I Pay My Kids for Good Grades, as I explained, we actually have what we call the Academic Incentive Program. If you check out that article, you'll see the very same spreadsheet kind of worksheet and exactly how much we pay our kids. And you can probably even use that form for your own kids if you choose to do so. Now, again, I know this is kind of a controversial topic. Not everybody is going to want to pay their kids for good grades, because I get it that some people say, look, you better get good grades or else, get them because I said so, or it's your responsibility and I want you to be internally motivated to get good grades, not externally motivated by a financial reward. I understand that concept, believe me, and I've thought about this. I've read a book about it and everything. However, at the end of the day, at least for my children, I know that they really will be motivated by it. And like I mentioned, if we get our kids to get good grades, especially in high school, I know that it pays off down the road. They'll get more academic scholarships, more merit-based awards, or more third-party scholarships. And that, in the end, is going to save our family money. So sound off and let me know what you think. Again, this is Lynnette Khalfani-Cox. I'm the Money Coach, the co-founder of AskTheMoneyCoach.com and Money Coach University.